something I don't know. 'Cause you were never happy here. I think you made that very clear. Time's getting shorter, and I really think you ought to go. Take your reason, take your rhyme. I hope you don't take your time. Coming from me, this might sound strange. I think it's time you made a change. These days you always look so sad. I like you better when you're glad. And everybody feels your pain. You're driving all your friends insane. Things aren't always what they seem. You know, these days it feels so right, but it's just a crazy dream. Time's getting shorter, and you want it made to order. Around here you're treading water, and I really think you ought to go. Take your reason, take your rhyme. I hope you don't take your time. 'Cause you were never happy here. Why don't you just disappear? Take your reason, take your rhyme. I hope you don't take your time. Take your reason, take your rhyme.
Dude, Chris, I'm excited. This is our first Myrtle Beach centric episode.
Ooh, yeah.
Don't you usually say Yale Brothers episode 16?
Yes, this is Yale Brothers episode 16. I'm Chris.
I'm Roger. I got to say, I'm beside myself. Might not be. I could just be sitting beside you.
True.
But I'm beside myself because what better way to kick off this than with our friend and honorary Yale brother, Scott Mann. Scott's an on-air personality and program director at Classic Rock Wave 104.1, on-air weekdays 3 to 7. He also hosts Scott Mann's Head Shop on Sunday nights and Blues Hangover on Sunday mornings. But wait, there's more. He's also co-founder of Get Right Promotions, which has organized a socially distanced drive-in concert featuring festival stalwarts Big Something, coming up on November 7th at Thompson Farm at Brickyard Plantation, not far from us in Conway. Dude, here he is. Scott, you're here, man.
Well, I'm here. Where are you? I don't even know where you are.
We're talking to you from Chris's little cell at his place right here off Little River Road.
Yeah, we're right in here in mid Myrtle Beach, about off of 38th Avenue, brother.
Oh.
I'm sitting at a red light on the corner of Sockasty Boulevard and Dick Pond Road.
So you getting it done today, brother?
Yeah, you getting it dumped today,
yeah,
man?
an exciting trip to the recycling center. I guess it's kind of demeaning to call it a dump. So
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of undignified. Poor thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand. That's not the best branding in the world.
Yeah,
dude, we've been friends and brothers. I would say for me and you, this is Roger, for maybe 12, 13 years. I don't know how much longer you've known Chris.
I've known you both long enough that you don't have to tell me which one is which on the phone.
Oh, that's bloody awesome, man.
Yeah. Well, you are the triplet, man. So come on.
Yeah.
The what?
The triplet. You're one of the three Yale
triplet.
brothers.
Well, I appreciate that. It's always been a badge of honor that I've worn.
Well, I'm glad you put it that way.
Oh my God. How long have you been here? I mean, like, how long have you been here, period?
In Myrtle Beach?
Yeah.
Since 1999.
Oh shit, Chris, you still got him beat by a few years, but you guys are old timers.
Yeah, I still remember when the one road into the airport was Jetport Road, a 2-lane road through the middle of a field.
Yeah, no kidding. And they did call the airport a jetport. How strange.
Our mother called Myrtle Beach Airport back then a jerkwater airport. I don't know what that meant, but she was Depression era, so I just okay.
It's
come a long way.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember how nervous I was when I met you writing something for the Bygone Paper Weekly Surge. You let me into the studio with you, and that
was when you met, huh?
Yeah, man. I think we did a thing about radio, and
I do remember you being on the nervous side.
Do you remember fucking with me immediately?
Of course. Even if I didn't remember that, that's kind of a given anyway, isn't it?
I love it. You kept him honest, Scott.
Dude, that was.
I mean, you know,
that was brilliant. That was beautiful, man. I don't know if I ever felt less nervous, but that made me feel less nervous.
It's a defense mechanism. I'm just as scared as you are.
I love it.
It's a great strategy, man.
And through the years, you and I did a cover story for your story in Weekly Surge also, which became Story of the Year. But that's another story.
Amazing, by the way, guys.
Time. That's awesome. I'm going to put that cover in the show notes.
I have I still have the painting.
Oh.
From that cover.
Yes. That was that guy's name?
Kent Kimes made sure I got that painting by
Dan McCosbe. Is that how?
Yes.
Is that how you pronounce his last name? McCosbe.
I don't know how to pronounce his last name. That's why I just called him Dan.
We'll put him in the show notes too. Did Kent hand that thing off to you at JerryFest down here?
Yes, he did. I believe. I can't remember which JerryFest it was, but he did give me that at JerryFest. If you look at the date and do the subtraction, by all means, knock yourself out. But it was at JerryFest.
I don't like math problems.
Yeah,
dude.
Me neither.
Oh my God! And how long you been with Wave?
Wave, I've been about 18 and a half years, I guess. I started in 2002.
God.
In March of 2002. So I guess in March of 2021, it'll be 19 years.
Oh, congratulations!
It's quite a career, Scott.
I know it's.
Well, thank you. It's a surprise. It's no bigger of a surprise to anybody, but it's a bigger surprise to me than anyone. Radio jobs don't usually get measured in years above 5, much less, in double digits.
Yeah.
But I've been very lucky, and even during a pandemic, I managed to stay employed. So that's never lost on me how lucky I am to have a job, much less one that I've been at a long time that I really enjoy.
Well, congratulations, man. Obviously, you're doing something right, brother. That's awesome. Yeah.
All right, just haven't been caught yet.
Well, keep doing what you're doing, man.
Oh my God! Now listen, this is
you're everywhere, by the way.
You are. Listen to that.
We can't escape you. I hear your voice.
I'm almost
everywhere.
sorry. I'm almost sorry he's on the phone right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Roger.
No, no. Let me finish, Scott. I mean,
he wishes you were here.
You got the call it the phone voice, like through the phone.
No, I understand, dude.
How dare you?
I imagine being me. I can't escape me, and I know how I am.
I hear you. I hear you.
And it's I've been very lucky.
Yeah, awesome. Ubiquitous comes to mind, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yes, thank you for your longevity here. Now, this is a really Journo 101 question, but how and why did you get into radio in the first place?
How and why?
How and why? Is that a...
Well, the oldest joke in the radio business is, how did you get into radio? And the answer is always, on my knees, the same way I'll leave it. But,
God bless.
Hang on 1 second. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm going to let myself in the house, and then I can sit down and we can just have this conversation like,
Yeah,
like we had an appointment or something.
Yeah, I hear you, brother.
All right.
So, yeah, the long question: how and why?
Okay. So the long answer. As far as why, it's what I always wanted to do since I was my earliest memory.
Yeah.
When I was 6, they said, "What do you want to do when you grow up?" I said, "I want to be on the radio."
Yeah. Wow. And you told me once that, I think I'm right about this, that you made tapes playing records like as de facto broadcaster on cassette or something.
Oh yeah, when I was a kid, I had a tape recorder with a microphone on it that plugged in the side.
Dude, that's so funny, man.
That's the 10,000 hours thing, man.
And then playing records like with the loss of audio, like coming from the record player through the microphone. That's funny, man.
That's awesome.
Chris and I have some tapes somewhere like that.
It's crazy.
It's not about me and Chris right now. It's about you.
It's always about you and Chris. That's why you do this thing.
Oh my God. I wonder if you still have those tapes. I bet you do. Do you hold on to stuff?
I do not. Apparently, there's the closest thing to something like that is my sister claims to have a tape of me when I was a very young child performing in front of family, doing something probably truly embarrassing.
Join the club.
I mean, I was like 4. But no, I don't have any of those tapes. I have early tapes of my first, some of my first radio jobs, and those are embarrassing enough. But,
I love it. Wow. Dude, Chris, what would you give to hear that?
The archives, dig into the Scott Mann archives,
you won't hear them. I'll be dead.
How dare you?
They're under lock and key.
What I'll do is I'll will them to you, and you can listen to them at my funeral.
Goodness me, stop it!
And
in private.
And then we're going to play The Last DJ for you, which we
make
wanted to
sign
play.
A waiver.
We wanted to play that today, but we're afraid to get in trouble.
Not allowed to.
We're not allowed to play it on a podcast.
Copyright laws and shit. No, and you're not allowed to play it for me until my funeral.
Yeah.
Well, if I happen to be somewhere you are and you're playing it, that's one thing. But,
Yes.
No.
If I hear you guys singing The Last DJ to me, that means I have died.
Okay, well, then we'll not let you hear it then. How about that?
Oh, my God.
And may you live forever.
Oh, my God.
God, please don't curse me with that.
Chris, don't you feel compelled to ask him like some sort of sweeping question about terrestrial radio and how it's faring these days in the digital
that would be
age?
a great question, and also during this COVID time.
Wait. Some sort of sweeping question about terrestrial radio.
What kind? I don't know. I don't know exactly what to say after that kind of setup.
This is what he did to me at that first interview. This is how he was.
Yeah, sweeping. So I have a question. How's this? I mean, you were good for the community for sure during this COVID thing. How is the COVID thing affecting your industry?
Oh, wow, that's good.
Is it?
Well, I mean, it hurt. It kicked the shit out of our industry.
Yeah.
God, it took away most of our advertisers because they weren't doing any business. A lot of them had to close, so we've got no ad revenue coming in. It took away. We can't promote anything. We can't do promotions. There's nothing to give away tickets to.
No remote.
It got to, but we were very lucky. We are not. I'm lucky enough to work for DBC Radio out of Greensboro, North Carolina, a family-owned company without a board of directors.
That's cool.
Which means we all took a pay cut right up to the president of the company.
Ooh.
But we all kept our jobs. I think we lost 2 positions at our cluster, and none of them were on air. now, if you contrast that with everybody's favorite punching bag, iHeart, the local iHeart cluster lost almost everyone.
Oh my! I didn't know that, man.
They have a few people still on air and a couple of people in sales, but I mean, people that have been working there 25 plus years lost their jobs.
Well, you put that into some good perspective. I really think about it in those terms, but yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
you would have gotten hit pretty hard.
And we're slowly coming back. I mean, as businesses reopen, advertising is coming back. Some businesses didn't close and continued to advertise with us. Yeah. I was even lucky enough. I do a couple of endorsements, and one of our clients not only stayed on with us, but re-upped for another year. So, there's been some bright spots, but it's been from a business standpoint. Oh no, we got our asses kicked just like everybody else.
Well, I guess all across the board. Then that's what's happened. Wow,
yeah,
interesting.
And being rock radio is kind of part of the music business, and then being related to doing concert promotion too. I mean, everything just came to a screeching halt.
Oh. Yeah, I guess that aspect of it's completely screwed, man.
Which also brings me to mention Save Our Stages.
Yes, that's an organization that I probably should know more about, but the basic gist of it is it's an organization to raise money for all the people that are out of work because of COVID. And, people don't realize what goes into putting on a concert. And when I say a concert, I mean when the last time you went and, I don't know, saw the Black Keys at an arena, people just don't have any concept of what it takes to put on a show like that.
Logistics, yeah.
I didn't. But I mean, you think about it. If you shut down the concert industry, everybody that works at that arena as an usher or security doesn't have work. The concession stand workers don't have work. The sound company that puts the PA up and builds the stage, they don't have work. If it's a touring stage, the touring band, well, none of their roadies have work. Their tech people don't have work. Their agents don't have work. Their managers don't have work. Nobody's got work.
It's a domino effect.
There are the trucks that are specially built to move big tours. They don't have work. The drivers don't have work. The guys who pack the trucks don't have work.
Man,
it just goes on and on, right down to the person who sells you. The person sitting in the box office doesn't have work.
That's unbelievable. Yeah, that's good perspective. That is just across the board disastrous.
Yeah,
damn.
And the musicians don't have work either, because this idea of the rich rock star in this day and age is reserved for a select few rich rock stars. Yeah. Otherwise, you're a band out of work. The only way a band can make money is to tour. Nobody buys albums anymore.
True.
So you go on tour. Well, now you can't go on tour. So what's left? Well, we can live stream on the internet and take tips.
Yeah, that's the only option. That's is pretty poor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That was.
And as you two know, just as guys who just local musicians.
Yeah.
If you got a gig once a week, you're in heaven.
That's true. That is true. I mean, everybody's grateful for that, man. And I know a lot of guys that are doing this as a complete gig.
That's harsh.
I mean, that's brutal around here. Anywhere.
Harsh.
We lost lots of gigs.
It is harsh. Which way I think this would be an interesting segue into the big something show coming up. But I want to just say that co-founder of the Waccamaw Getaway Festival, you had that suffered, must have, because obviously.
It didn't happen.
Yeah, it didn't happen. That was supposed to have been in May.
It didn't happen. The Irie Sun Reggae Festival didn't happen.
Yes.
And we had, if you remember, we had just, right before the whole thing hit in March, we had just had a show at the Brick House Lounge in Surfside with that great North Carolina band, Dr. Bacon.
Yes.
And we had a phenomenal time. We had a great turnout, and we were all set and ready to continue booking shows, as many as we could, at the Brick House, and turn it into a serious venue in town. We still have access to do that, but you can't. I mean, once we get to a point where we can do an indoor club show again and guarantee that everybody will be safe, which is, right now next to impossible.
Yeah.
That's dormant too, but we had that going on too. So we lost 2 festivals. We've lost club shows, and we should be hard. It's fall now. We should be prepping for
the season
for Waccamaw Getaway 2021, and we don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah,
because
man, it's crazy.
Oh God,
everything's in limbo.
So everything's in a day-by-day limbo, except for these few things that people have figured out how to do.
Yep. It's going to take people are thinking kind of outside of the box now. We'll see more and more of that, I'm sure.
The Big Something Show, the driving socially distanced show.
This is a way I'd love to say that the drive-in concert was my brainchild. It wasn't. But it's an amazing idea that somebody came up with to give it a try. That when I heard about it, my first thought was, wow, how come we haven't been doing this all along? Who wouldn't want to just sit in the back of your pickup, at a show? I mean, why wouldn't you want to do a drive-in show? That sounds like a blast. But it seems to be a relatively safe way to do things. It's repurposing a lot of old drive-in movie theaters. There's several of them that are doing these concert series.
Damn.
There's one up in Connecticut that's been doing them for months now, and all the known jam bands have rolled through there at one time or another over the past few months. The ones that are actually playing.
Yeah, who would have thought? That's perfect. That's great.
So on the Grand Strand, how did it come about? I mean, you're already well on your way with the event coming up. Your ticket sales are, how's that going? Just about done, or?
We have, as of today, we are 2 weeks, or yesterday we were 2 weeks from day of show. At this moment, we have 2 tickets left.
Oh, good God.
There were 100 spaces available. Each space can have up to 5 people. You bring your 5 people from your bubble in your vehicle. And there's 100 spaces. The first 2 rows were VIP rows. Those sold out in less than 15 minutes. Wow. 20 spots sold out in less than 15 minutes. People are hungry for a show, and I'm sorry, my apologies to the super duper rock stars, but in my opinion, Big Something is one of the best live bands in America of any genre. So, this is going to be a blast. It's as safe as we could possibly do. There's going to be certain protocols in effect, and they are no exception protocols. Nice. And as long as everybody follows the rules, everybody will be safe and have a great time.
Yeah, man, that sounds super exciting, man.
What else you got going on? You got flow artists. What about concessions and all that stuff?
Oh yeah, we've got our favorite live painters coming. Leslie Caneda is coming up from Charleston. She's pretty much become the official Big Something live artist. She has been a part of all their live streams that they've done over the past few months. And she's been at a few of our events, and she's just one of the best at this. And our local guy, Stephen Rullo, who has also been at most of our events and is just an insanely good artist. Will be there live painting. Over the Moon Productions will be there doing the fire and flow thing. And
nice.
We're trying to make this as much like one of our events as we can and still keep everybody safe. So we've come up with some ways. We will have the Gnosh Pit food truck will be out there, but Meredith will be taking orders via text, and she has staff with her that it will deliver the food to your vehicle based on your space number.
Oh, dude, that's great, man.
You got it dialed in pretty well, sir.
You got it going on, man.
Everybody's going to have a temperature check when they come in. If anybody in your car's got a fever, your whole car is being turned away. If you leave your area, you have an area that gives you a spot for your car plus another 10 by 10 for you to put a chair down and sit or whatever, or dance or whatever. There's 8 feet in every direction around any vehicle. So everybody's got plenty of social distance. And if you leave your space to go and use the restroom, you have to have a mask on over your nose and mouth.
Heck yeah.
And violators will be warned once and then removed if necessary, but we don't foresee that being a problem. The reports I'm getting from drive-in shows, including a big one, I know somebody who went to a big one in Atlanta for Humphreys McGee and said, for the most part, everybody was paying attention to the rules and doing what they had to do.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
if they want to go to another one,
I think it's going to be great.
Bottom line is, if we get this done right, we can do another one. We can do more. But, it's a learning process, and we're doing it one step at a time and trying to address everything that we can.
Yep.
Like I said, it's almost completely sold out. We will be making I have one more secret up my sleeve about it that I can't announce yet. But
fair enough.
But we'll be making that announcement probably the Monday before the show.
Well, very cool. Well, I'll tell you, it sounds like a great social experiment, and it's a group effort. So I'm sure everyone will be doing what they're supposed to be doing and having fun.
Oh yeah, it's taken a lot of people to make this happen, and
yeah, brother,
the whole event was put together just for the sake of having the event. I mean, if anybody makes a few dollars, that'll be a beautiful thing. But the first thought was, let's get a show together, and we've got people that are coming together to help out with everything from security to technical help. We've got a bunch of people coming together. Our sponsors have been amazing, and I'm going to blatantly shout them out.
All right.
The Chambers Law Firm is our primary sponsor. And
Right on.
Chambers,
Trent.
really good dude, and helps us out with a lot. And he's going to be doing his own amateur light show.
Oh, cool.
Is he really?
We love Trent, by the way. Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, so Trent's a trip, and he's just a great guy, and he makes a lot of this possible. New South Brewing is our other, partnership sponsor. They're a part of everything we do, and although we will not have alcohol for sale at the event, they will be providing the beer needed for the band, the crew, and, those of us who will be walking around with our nerves shaking.
Spot on, man. Spot on.
We also have to put a huge thank you to HTC, and again, I can't really say why just yet, but they're a sponsor of the event because they're helping us out with a really serious internet connection out there. So that's really cool.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
And, of course, Wave 104.1, our sister station, 96.1 KZQ. Everybody's doing whatever they can to get this thing off the ground, and the response to it has been incredible. I mean, tickets have been on sale for about
Not long.
almost not even 2 full weeks, and
Damn.
we're 98% sold out.
There it
So-
is.
How exciting.
An idea which time has come.
And now all we have to do is make it happen.
Yeah,
There it is. The
amen.
momentum
Now,
started, bro.
One of the things that we're really happy about that has been one of the only, I've spent time reading about these other drive-in shows that are happening and who's doing them and how they're going over. And, there's been, like I said, had them in Atlanta with Humphreys McGee. The Revivalists are going to be doing one in Atlanta. A great bluegrass artist, Billy Strings, has been doing a bunch of them. The Allman Betts Band has started up a drive-in tour.
How cool.
The Disco Biscuits, Mo, many of them have done it. And I'm reading all of these things. And the biggest complaint that people seem to have is a lot of them are doing it drive-in style. So you listen to the music on your radio.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Huh. Yeah.
Okay. So there's no concert PA.
I see.
We have a concert PA. We are putting up a full concert PA. If you want to sit in the chair in your space outside of your car, or you want to sit in the back of your truck, or you want to dance in your space to loud concert, this is a full-on show. We have a full-on concert PA. So that's one aspect of this that I think people are going to appreciate a great deal.
Yes.
Can people still listen in their cars if they tune in somewhere?
You can do both. We will have a low power FM transmitter as well. Thompson Farm out there at Brickyard Plantation is where we're doing this in Conway, and they've been doing drive-in movies all summer out there, and with great success. People fill it up every Friday, and everybody is safe and social distanced, and nobody's gotten sick, and It works really well.
Yeah, so you know what, about the full PA, it's nice to be able to hear it as well as feel it, the experience of the sound waves. That's beautiful.
Yeah, well, that's what people have been saying. Without the loud PA, it just doesn't feel like a concert.
True enough. That's a nice touch. That's a great touch.
Oh, man. Scott, I wish you guys the best of luck with that, of course.
Well, thank you.
God almighty, man. That's awesome.
I can't wait. And there's also the little extra added bonus that it's, they're like my favorite band, and I get to book my favorite band and put them on stage for literally 500 people who half of whom are friends.
That sounds like a party. That sounds
we've
perfect.
We've got a lot of Big Something fans that are coming down from North Carolina. So, it's, a lot of people are coming into town from away to do this. So it's going to be a good time.
Well, I'm excited for you, Scott. Truly. That's awesome.
Yep. Yes.
Well, thank you.
I'm especially excited to have hearing both you guys talking.
Yeah, this is fun. This is good.
You guys are awesome. You keep me straight.
Yeah, well, I don't want that job. Scott, you know what he said? He was going to be he was going to be talking to two grumpy guys that are just on his case.
Yeah, well,
you don't sound grumpy.
You don't either, Chris. Somehow you and Scott are good for each other.
Yeah, I guess we are, Scott.
Wow, you're so friendly sounding.
Well, if we were all in the same spot, we'd probably be being a lot harsher.
Yeah, it would probably devolve into chop busting pretty quick, brother.
Good. That's as it should be. I love you guys. I'm glad you were able to do this today and get some to-do list items ticked off at the same time.
Yeah. So, Scott, anything you want to leave us with? Anything on the agenda that we should know about, or all good?
At this point, our biggest thing is we're trying to figure out a safe way to do the Marathon for Meals.
Yes, I meant to ask you. Yeah.
We want to do it. Food Lion wants to do it. Helping Hand and Community Kitchen obviously want us to do it.
Yeah.
But it's got to be done safely, and to do it safely, there has to be certain changes, and we're just trying to find a way to make it all work. I know how important it is, especially now with so many people out of work.
Yes.
So we're trying to figure that out.
Yeah. So just to be clear, Raj, would you point out what that is?
The Marathon for Meals?
Or Scott, tell us.
Let's
the Marathon for Meals is our annual food drive that we do for the radio station for 7 days, the week before Thanksgiving. We do it out at Food Line on 38th and collect non-perishables and fill a big old trailer full of them and, help feed people through spring. And we've done it 17 times.
Unbelievable.
This would have been year 18. And, we're, like I said, we're just trying to figure out how to get it done.
Yeah. Well,
we can't put any of the, I can't live with the idea of putting anybody at risk.
No, fair enough.
Or people donating or people who work at the supermarket. We have to figure out a way to get it done safely.
Yeah. Well, I sure like to see it happen, and you've been doing it for a long time. It's an iconic thing here that people rely on.
People kind of expect
thank you for that.
Yeah, and I'm really, if there's one thing in my professional life that's got me a little bit out of sorts, it's the fact that I haven't been able to come up with a foolproof idea for this yet. I'm sure somebody much smarter than me will probably have a brilliant idea at the last second, but just know we're working on it.
Well, I'm sure good. The hive mind will be working, and something good will come of it. I feel good about it,
and I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah, I meant to ask you. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Dude, thank you so much for being on episode 16.
Yes, I'm thrilled to be on this. So where's your thousands of listeners located?
Well, we tell a lot of stories about growing up in Hollywood, so we probably got some out there,
and some here, and all those thousands.
Yeah. So, yeah, exactly.
Well, hello, West Coast.
Yeah, but I tell you what, this is great.
Illegal weed. I said hello.
Yes. Hello.
But we definitely we don't want to just keep talking about what we did. We love the old stories, but we're glad that you inaugurated this, bringing up the here and now, where we live now.
Yeah,
where you live, Scott.
And we're glad you were the first guy.
Oh, well, thanks.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Love you, man.
Yeah, we love you, brother.
Oh, and I love y'all too. All right. Well, I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me on, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you, brother. We'll talk to you, man.
Okay.
Take care, man.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye.